Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Cover Wars, where we help find you the top 3 cover versions of a particular song. I'm your host, aJaX.
This is Seth.
Hey, Seth, what will we be covering today on Cover Wars?
Bon Jovi's Livin on a Prayer.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
We'll give it a shot. Cover Wars, the podcast where we find you the top 3 covers of our popular song. We pull from a curated playlist of 20 different versions. We reveal our top 5 favorites, then we battle it out in a cover war, where we reveal what we've determined, culminating in the best cover ever of a popular song.
Bank. I think everyone has heard of the song. Everyone's heard it millions of times. Okay, thousands. Millions pushing it. Thousands. So let's just get right into it. We're going to give you now our picks for the top 5 versions, our personal top 5, and we'll do that in revealing fashion. Seth hasn't seen my list. I haven't seen Seth's list. So let's just go ahead with our picks from the top 20 curated playlists that we picked out. And Seth, what is your number 5?
I really don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm going to take a whack at it. Halocene or Hallucin with David Michael Frank. And
yeah, I like Halocene.
And Lauren Babbitt.
Yeah. All right, so let's give you some of the info on Halocene. David Michael Frank and Lauren Babbitt. This is from an album called We Got It Covered, Volume 9, released on December 21st, 2022. Halocene's sitting at 434,000 monthly listeners. They're a DIY American rock band formed in Phoenix, Arizona in 2008, known for their viral YouTube covers and originals featuring lead vocalist Addie Nicole Amick and guitarist producer Bradley Amick. Hey, they must be related. Huh. Seth, why did you pick Halocene featuring David Michael Frank and Lauren Babbitt as your number 5 Bon Jovi Livin on a Prayer cover?
It was a really fun hard rock take on this song. I just really enjoyed everything about it. At first, the first time I listened to it, I was like, I'm not sure. I was on the fence. And then the second time I listened to it, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I like that. From the very beginning, kind of know what you're getting into. This is a heavy, heavy version of the song, but it never wavers. But it's also it never goes overboard too. So I kind of like that.
Yeah, they did
hold
back a little.
Yeah, I mean, there's some screamy moments, but it's never overpowering. I mean, I don't like songs that make your ears bleed too much because you gotta have those ears for the rest of your lives. So it's important to keep part of your hearing.
I suppose.
Hey, Seth, are you ready to find out my number 5?
I am very excited.
All right, Seth. Well, my number 5 is Scary Pockets with Aston Tur.
Working for her man, she brings home a plate.
This is from the album Late Nights, released on September 27th, 2021. Scary Pockets currently at 423,000 monthly listeners, while Aston Tur is at 68,000 monthly listeners. And Aston is a singer-songwriter from Pasadena, fusing jazz, gospel, R&B, indie, soul, and alternative vocals. While, of course, Scary Pockets, who's we've mentioned on the show many times, Jack Conte of Pomplamoose and co-founder of Patreon. What? And then you got Ryan Lerman, who's a guitarist and musical director for the likes of Michael Bublé and many others. So I found that this version, it's an extremely unique sound. I can't even kind of pinpoint what it reminds me of. So I kind of love it that I just don't even know where to fit it in a genre. And you heard all those genres mentioned with Aston's voice. It works somehow, and it's so unique. It's so wildly different from all the other versions of the song. I just found it well produced and very cool. What did you think of the Scary Pockets featuring Aston Tur version?
I think it was a second listen also. I like it. I really got into it. It's like a 70s vibe almost, and I dug that. So
yeah, there's something about it. I can't put my finger on it. Like, I loved it, but I can't explain to you why.
I'm right there with you.
So So it's just really good. So Seth, I want to know though, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Scary Pockets with Aston Tour.
Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough.
You don't say. We have a match. Matchy match. But not a matchy match, but a match nonetheless. Okay, so Scary Pockets, Aston Tour. Can you go into any more in-depth description of why you enjoyed it so much?
I just liked it. I mean, that's all I can say.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, please go and listen to it, and you'll understand why we can't really explain it. It's just, it's
almost
so
a little different about this one. Yeah.
And I will say that her vocals are like up top. They're like, I mean, you hear those before you like hear any of the instrumentation or anything musically. And so I think that's important too, because then you if you don't have an incredible vocal like you do from her in that, after a while you're like, oh, okay, there's the singer. You're trying to hear the instruments, and you didn't have to do that with her because her voice is so amazing.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Very cool stuff. I never heard of Aston Tour, so look forward to listening to more of her as well. Seth, would you like to know my number 4?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me get right on it. Because my number 4 is Bedlight for Blue Eyes.
When the union's been on strike, he's down on his luck, it's tough.
This is from an album called The Dawn, released in August 16th of 2005. Bedlight for Blue Eyes, and a band no longer, but when they were a band, they probably had more monthly listeners. Right around that 6,000 mark. They're from New Jersey. They're an alt-post hardcore band who blended emo, pop rock, and screamo with melodic vocals and heavy riffs. And I just thought that this version, it was like a very original rock version. Excellent vocals, cool effects, just a very unique style, but it doesn't start off too far from the original. And then as you listen, they add their like own little touches and own unique spins on it. Just very cool. And then they escalate it. As it goes on, there's an escalation. You can tell, oh, they're doing something completely different from the original, which is nice. Thought it was really refreshing. What did you think?
So I had written down that they took nice liberties. Basically, the shorter version of what you said.
It's all right.
They definitely made it their own, and I appreciated that. There was some liberties taken that were they hit me the right way. I thought that was a good song. Very good choice.
Yeah, and this was actually a bonus. I don't know if it was on a later deluxe version, but it was a bonus track from their album that they put out, which, again, that album was called The Dawn. All right. Sad that they are no more. I wish there was more Bedlight for Blue Eyes to go around. But, Seth, what now is your number 3?
My number 3 is Holophonics.
We got each other, and that's a lot for love.
Whoa, Holophonics, another artist who is no stranger to our podcast. We listen to many Holophonics versions of songs. So this is from the album Masquerades Volume 11, Awesome 80s. And this was released on July 28th, 2017. Holophonics currently sitting at 13,000 monthly listeners. They are a progressive ska-core band. That's what they call themselves anyway. They're a DIY, self-booked ska punk band known for extensive touring and a massive catalog of original and cover songs. I mean, this is Volume 11 that came out in 2017. So, Seth, why did you like the Holophonics version so much?
So if you were to say there's going to be a ska version of Living on a Prayer, they delivered it. And it was so different than the other takes. It just put a smile on my face. It was a lot of fun to listen to. It's one of those I kept going back to and going back to and going back to because I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, I thought the vocals were great on it too. Just super peppy, upbeat.
Yes.
Made you feel good as you were listening to it. Ska music, that's what it was designed to do. Just make you feel good, put you in a good mood. If you're in a bad mood, listen to this version. It may cheer you up, So very cool. Holophonics at 3 for Seth. Seth, would you like to know what my number 3 is?
I guess to know.
Okay. At number 3, I've got Derek Kate.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
And this is from a single released on November 7th of this year, 2025. Yeah, it's still 2025 at the time of this recording anyway. 87,000 monthly listeners for Derek. He's an American singer-songwriter and guitarist, indie artist from Oregon, or Oregon, if you prefer, whose music is known for spanning genres from country to rap, and he's huge on YouTube, as many of our cover artists are. I loved this version. I thought it was an incredible vocal over very smooth, soundscapey, atmospheric acoustics. Just beautiful vocals. They just glide effortlessly over this version, and they sound sweet. It's a nice blend of subtle instrumentation throughout the song. Seth, what did you think of Derek Cate's version?
Not to repeat you, but I wrote down cool acoustic, wonderful vocal performance.
Very nice. You can repeat me all you want. It's okay.
Yeah.
So
I've been noticing we've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, as we go along, we're picking up on each other's what we're putting down here. So, Seth, what is your number 2?
Well, it's no surprise to me at all. My number 2 is Meg Birch.
We've got each other, and that's a lot for love.
Meg Birch. I had a feeling in the back of my mind that we've got a few jazzy versions of the old "Livin on a Prayer" song on here. So it doesn't surprise me that you got Meg Birch up there. But this is from the album Jazz Covers, Pop and Rock, released on November 24th, 2019. Meg's got 98,000 monthly listeners, a multi-genre singer-songwriter and cover artist from Liverpool. I didn't catch on to the Liverpudlian accent, but very nice. Hey, there was a famous band from Liverpool. Anyway.
There was?
Yeah, I don't know who they were, though. I think they just died off. Well, 2 of the 4, anyway. Very jazzy version, a nice vocal. Seth, I got to know, though, why did you put Meg all the way up to number 2?
So, to me, it was the better jazz version. It was jazzy take. I love the tempo changes. So, at the very intro, there's like all these kind of like goes up and down, up and down, up and down. You're like, where's the song going? And then they kind of like fit into the song. And I really enjoyed the pacing.
And if you are a fan of jazz, that is what you do like about it. Now, when you aren't a fan of the jazz vocals, that's the kind of chaos that you do not appreciate as much. Because I do agree with you that this is the better jazz version. But yeah, it ain't anywhere up close to my number 5, my top 5 by any means. But I find it, and I really do. I understand it. I get it. If you like jazz, you will appreciate a jazz vocalist who plays with the space between the notes like she can in this. Yes. And in fact, I think I even said something about that in here when I wrote it down. Yeah. So very jazzy, nice vocal, makes good use of the note spread. But very much you have to like jazz version to really appreciate it. Doesn't really heighten any, but when you say it smooths in and fits into the song toward the end, then yes. So it's like that off the beat and then finds its rhythm as it goes along. Yeah. For me, I would appreciate them finding the rhythm before the song starts. Just go from there. But that's because I'm not a huge jazz fan like you are. So it's understandable. I get it. But yeah, Meg Birch, not in my top 5. Would you like to know, though, what my number 2 is?
Please let me know.
Oh, don't worry. I shall. Because at my number 2, I have an artist that I don't think you're going to have anywhere near your top 5, but we'll see. And that is Stellar Cart.
Tommy used to work on the dock. Union's been on strike.
This is from an album called All Gas, No Break. This was released in January 11th of 2005. They're at 69,000 monthly listeners and are a Christian pop punk band from Phoenix, Arizona. I think I like pop punk the way you like jazz, and it's just it's funny because I can see why people wouldn't like this version. I just found it infectious. It's a pleasurable pop punk version at its finest. It's up-tempo, peppy, but very pleasing to the ears. Just an enjoyable ride all the way through. I kept looking for this version each time through the playlist. I'm like, I was looking forward to it. And if it wasn't like too close to the next couple songs I was listening to, I'm like, we got to move that up. We got to listen to that song next. I loved it. I had never heard of Stellar Cart prior to this at all. I had never heard of them. They are from Phoenix, Arizona, Christian pop punk band. I seriously, I was surprised that I had never heard of them. I looked them up. I'm like, well, they actually have a pretty decent following. So Seth, what did you think of Stellar Cart?
So it was a harder rock version. Great guitar, great drums. It was very pleasant, though. I really did enjoy this one.
Okay, very nice. All right, Seth, we have come to that moment. We're going to now get into our number ones. Are you excited?
I am so anxious over this.
Okay. Do you think we will match our number ones?
I have a feeling we will not.
Hey, Seth, what is your number one?
My number one is Janelle Garcia.
Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck.
All right. So here is a little bit about Janelle Garcia. This is from a single released on June 25th of 2021. Janelle Garcia at 327,000 monthly listeners.
Wow.
LA-based singer, originally from Massachusetts, and a finalist in season 2 of The X Factor.
Okay.
So Demi Lovato was her mentor and amassed quite a following on YouTube as well. I found this to be an excellent pop vocal, an incredible voice, and the vocal is at the forefront of this as well. The instrumentation takes a backseat, and it's all about the voice. Which for somebody coming from a vocal competition show makes a lot of sense. So Seth, why did you pick Janelle Garcia as your number one?
I wrote down slowed down piano take, nice changes. For me, and I'm going to be honest with you, out of the 20 list of this list, this by far was my favorite. I mean, it just stood out. Every time I listened to it, I was like, I got back to it and went back to it, and I was like, yeah, this is my favorite so far.
Okay, no, that's good. I understand. I totally get why you picked this for number one. I thought it was a great vocal, very, very fun listen, and smooth. Just an incredible vocalist. It's Janelle Garcia. So very cool. Seth, would you like to know what my number one is?
Please tell me.
Well, my number one is not Janelle Garcia, unfortunately, but my number one is Matt Johnson.
Oh, living on a prayer.
Okay.
Matt Johnson. This is from the Acoustic Shots Volume 1, released on April 23rd of 2014. Matt Johnson, currently at 917,000 monthly listeners, is a singer-songwriter and a huge producer online, responsible for 750 plus pieces of music and 350 million global streams. I just thought that this version, it was a perfect acoustic of the song and just flawless with an incredible vocal. Everything that you said about Janelle Garcia's version of the song, Matt Johnson's version of the song hit like that for me. I would never have put anybody above Matt Johnson's version. I thought it was fantastic. Heard it in the car, heard it on the headphones. It did the same thing. There was no difference in quality for me. Best version of Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer, Matt Johnson. What did you think of Matt Johnson's version?
I wrote down wonderful version, dramatic, but in a good way.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so before we get into our cover, where we've got a lot more work to do because we only had one repeat for our top 5, and that was Scary Pockets and Aston Tour. So we have some work to do to discover if we have any of our top 5 and each other's honorable mentions. So let's get into the honorable mentions now. We're going to do 10 through 6. And if you are interested in hearing the playlist that we're talking about, go down to the descriptions, check it out. We've got the Spotify version and the YouTube version available for you, so you can pick out your own favorites. But Seth, I got to know, let's get through 10 through 6 going now. And what is your number 10?
My 10 is Jeannie.
Yes,
Or Jenny. Jenny.
We'll go with Jenny.
Jenny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My brain went somewhere else. I don't know.
All right, Seth, why did you like Jenny?
I simply wrote down soft, lovely vocal, beautiful rendition. It was very different, I thought, than all the other takes.
Yeah, like a whispery. I like the whispery tones. Nice piano version too with the vocal accompaniment. Just kind of different, like you said.
Yeah.
What's kind of cool about all these versions is there's maybe like one or two that sound alike, but overall,
Yeah.
a nice little spread of the genres here too. So yeah, I like Jimmy as
Definitely.
well. So what about your number 9?
My number 9, I'm going to put you at ease, is Bed Light for Blue Eyes.
All right. What did you like so much about it?
Bed Light for Blue Eyes was a fun and nice liberties they took with the different change-ups, and I really appreciated what they did with it because, like I said, they made it their own. It was very different. Like you just said it perfectly, what you just said about there being like several versions of this that are completely different, and there's very few that were similar to each other. So I like that. I appreciated that because if you're going to take such an iconic song, you might as well change it up a little bit, in my opinion. Unless you can do it justice, and that's going to be hard to do,
Right. Yeah, I agree. All right. Very cool. What is your number 8?
My number 8 is Haley Green. No relation.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Haley Green. This is what's cool about this is this might be a hidden gem here. She has a grand total of 56 total monthly listeners on Spotify. 56 total monthly listeners.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, sounds like a pro. Sounds like they've been doing it their whole life. And yeah, I love the vocals here. What did you think about them?
That might be the most shocking thing I've learned this whole time we've done the show.
Yeah. Sounds like a pro, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote slow, soulful take, acoustic. There was something different about this one as well, and I really liked it. To know that there's 56 monthly followers, that just blows my mind. I will get on there tonight and check that out.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not kidding. You can be number 57, Seth.
Wow.
All right, so, all right, what is your number 7?
Put your heart at ease, Derek Kate.
All right. Love it. Okay, what did you like so much about that version?
Just I guess it was the flow of it. It was a nice acoustic take, and the vocals went well with the music. So I just really appreciated the flow.
All right, very cool. Okay, and number 6, who just missed your top 5?
Just missed my top 5, Stellar Cart.
All right. Okay, I was not expecting that. And Seth, you have made me so happy. And wow, we're going to have a cover war. We are going to have a battle because you'll see why. Okay, so Seth, why is Stellar Cart at 6 for you?
There was something about this. I've said this so many times already. There was something about this one that I kept going back to it, and I kept saying, where does this belong? Like, where does this fit in? And it kept getting better and better and better and better and better. And I was like, well, I guess it needs to be in the top 5. And I looked at the top 5 and I'm like, I can't really move anything. So it's got to be number 6. So I hate to say
Awesome.
it. I mean, it probably deserves to be at number 4 or 3, but.
Yeah, it does. Come on now. No, I love that you have it up there so high because I did not expect that from you, and I apologize for Meg Birch being absent from ultimately my top 10. Spoiler
That's
alert.
okay. It's okay.
But
I figured
it's
it would
just that, yeah, I am a huge pop punk fan, and I found that these vocals, especially for a band I'd never heard of prior to doing the show, the vocals were so good, and the timing was perfect, production was great. So I loved it. So, Seth, are you ready for my honorable mentions?
I'm really excited for this. I've never been this excited for honorable mentions before.
Okay, Seth. Well, let's put your mind at ease a little bit. My number 10 is Halocene with David Michael Frank, Lauren Babick. With some screaming moments, including right at the beginning, but it has a very nice fusion of rock, metal, and hardcore elements that make for a very curious and interesting version that really resonated, never overpowering. Are you ready for my number 9?
I'm ready for your number 9.
My number 9 is Haley Green, the diamond in the rough, the hidden gem here. Powerful vocals, nice melodic acoustic touches, just a genuinely deep, raspy tone. I love this version. And are you ready now for my number 8?
I am ready.
Okay, this one we haven't talked about yet, which means it's not in your 10. It's the only one, though, that we haven't talked about, and that is Brooke White. I thought it was a very original sounding version, nice rattling train track sound throughout that feel like you're on a train. I love it. Lovely vocals and just a different take in general. I found it very nice and refreshing. Did you like Brooke White's version at all?
Yes, I did. I said cool country folksy rendition. This might have been, besides the jazz, the most unique of all.
I think so too. Very cool. And I'll talk a little bit about some of the other versions that we didn't mention because you just reminded me of a few things I did want to speak about.
Sure.
For the ones not mentioned and the honorables. But are you ready for my number 7?
I am ready for your number 7.
I have a feeling you're going to like my number 7, and that is Janelle Garcia, who I thought it was an excellent pop vocal, incredible voice. The vocal is at the forefront. It really works. Even if the music takes a back seat, you wouldn't think it would work with this particular song, but somehow she makes it work. And outstanding voice. You ready for my number 6?
I am.
Okay, this one just missed. It just missed. And it got bumped back. I had originally had it in my 5. It got bumped back because I had to get the Scary Pockets and Aston Tour in there. But
yeah,
my number 6 is Holophonics. I mean, it's Scott-tastical. It's a wonderfully done version of the song, thoroughly enjoyable, catchy, peppy, completely different spin on the rock track, and that makes for a more happy sound and hopeful sound throughout. And that's what you want with some blue collar characters, as we have in the classic "Livin' on a Prayer" song. So, Seth, a few things I do want to mention about some of the artists that didn't make either of our top 10, and that is first of all Robin Adele Anderson, which was the other jazzy track. And yeah, this is the lesser of the jazzy tracks, but what I thought was weird. Did you notice that this was Proud Mary? Like, she sings the song. I had to listen to it a few times. I'm like, this is the music for Proud Mary, and they're singing Livin' on a Prayer over the song for Proud Mary.
Now that you say it, I don't know that I caught that, which is weird.
Like, it's not through the whole song. So once the chorus happens, it changes it up. And I'm like, but that started Proud Mary, so it's kind of strange. Very weird. The other one I want to mention that I didn't have it in my top 10, but it was still parts of it were good. The vocal wasn't great until the middle, and that's what I want to talk about. And that's the band No Bragging Rights. And they're a SoCal hardcore band, but the vocal's not great. But then at about the minute 50 mark, they do this hardcore break where when it's the second verse. It's actually, it's the second verse where it goes, Tommy's got a 6-string hard. Tommy's got a 6-string hard. And then it's just this growling vocal, and it just kicks into this completely different tempo, and it's so crazy. But I wish the whole song was like that. If the whole song was that tempo and that upbeat, that could have been number 1. Like, that's how much I love that hardcore breakdown. But yeah, I wanted to bring those out. Seth, I know you're working on our cover war right now. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good?
Well, I just realized something.
What is that?
That Stellar Cart's got to be on there, right?
Oh yeah, they do. You realize that, huh? And so does your Janelle Garcia. And I like Scary Pockets. I don't know.
Scary Pockets. Yeah, Scary Pockets is what I had down.
So Scary Pockets did make both our top 5, but if you add everything up, that makes 9. Stellar Cart was my number 2 and your number 6. That makes 8. Janelle Garcia, your number 1, my number 7. That makes 8. We're going to fight.
Oh.
We're going to fight. Here's what I'm thinking.
One more. There was the Holocene.
Holocene.
5 and 10.
Yeah, but I had them at 10. So that's 15. So that's like
way out there.
The next closest is Derek Kate. You had him at 7. I had him at 3.
I've got 4 down here we can argue about.
So here's what I'm thinking. So between Holophonics and Scary Pockets, Holophonics just missed out, but we had our only top 5 match was Scary Pockets and Aston Tour. So I say they have to be number 3. And then it comes down to Stellar Cart and Janelle Garcia. What do you think about that?
What was Derek Kate again?
So Derek Kate, I had him at 3, but you had him at 7. So that's 10. I think he's out of the running. I don't want him to be.
Yeah, I don't either.
But you got him at 7.
Scary Pockets has got to be in there. I think
Definitely.
Stellar Cart has to be in there, and then
Janelle
I would
Garcia.
say yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, I didn't even see that.
Because, I had Janelle Garcia at 7. You had Janelle Garcia at 1 as your
Okay.
favorite. So I will go ahead and say, since you had Janelle at 1 and I had Stellar Cart at 2, I say Janelle Garcia is our number 1 and Stellar Cart's our number 2. What do you think about that?
That's fine.
Okay, we're going to stamp it?
Yeah.
Stampity stamp. All right, folks. We have done it. We have found you your top 3 versions of Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, by artists you would never have guessed made these incredible versions, but it's true. Here we go. At number 3, the number 3 version of Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi is Scary Pockets featuring Aston Tur. The number 2 version of Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer, Stellar Cart. And the best version of Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer, the very best cover, Janelle Garcia. All right, Seth, how do you think we did on that?
I could not be happier, and thank you very much.
Well, it's only fair. You picked Janelle as 1. If I had Stellar Cart as 1, it'd be a different story, but I had him at 2. Unfortunately, Matt Johnson wasn't even chosen in your top 10.
I apologize. It was really good.
What are you going to do? I didn't pick Meg Birch in my top 10, so I am very happy with our 3. So, Seth, now what we're going to do is we're going to delve a little bit deeper into Bon Jovi's Livin' on a Prayer. We're going to give you a little bit of a song bio now. From their 3rd studio album, Slippery When Wet, written by John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, and Desmond Child, the single released in late 1986 performed strongly on both rock and pop radio, and its music video was given heavy rotation at MTV, giving the band their first song to reach number 1 on the Billboard mainstream rock chart and their 2nd consecutive number 1 Billboard Hot 100 hit. Seth, are you ready for some trivia?
Oh, yeah. Bring it on.
Okay. As mentioned, Livin' on a Prayer was their 2nd consecutive number 1 Billboard Hot 100 hit. What was their first? A, Wanted Dead or Alive. B, You Give Love a Bad Name. Or C, Bad Medicine.
I'm going with A.
Ooh,
with
Wanted
A.
Dead or Alive. Well, that is a very good song, but unfortunately, it is incorrect, as it is B, You Give Love a Bad Name. So it was that one, then Livin' on a Prayer, which is crazy. You would think, as popular as Livin' on a Prayer is, in your head, you would be like, why wouldn't that be the first single? But no, it is regarded as Bon Jovi's signature song. It is top fan-voted lists and recharted around the world decades after its release. In 2013, the song was certified triple platinum for over 3 million digital downloads and has since sold over 13 million worldwide, making it one of the best-selling singles of all time. Bon Jovi released an alternate version, Prayer 94, on the 1994 Greatest Hits album, Crossroad. Have you heard that version, Seth?
I think I have, yeah.
It's not good. So I have to say, and I shouldn't hate is such a strong word. I dislike very much when bands reimagine their songs. I'm okay with you just re-recording it. Like if it's 20 years later, like a band I like a lot, had their 20th anniversary of their album Chroma. It's a band called Cartel, great pop punk vocalists. They just went ahead and re-recorded them. They didn't do super stupid versions of their song to make them all cute. They just re-recorded them, and it's 20 years later, and they sound really good. And then they, a big trend that's going on now is to have a featured artist appear on the track, and I think they did that as well. But a lot of artists are doing that now. Reimagining your song, though, stripping it down, changing the tempos, please don't. Sambora played the main riff using a talk box, giving it a distinctive sound. Seth, have you ever played a talk box? And what is your opinion on the talk box?
I've never played it, but I love it.
You do? Okay, wow, that surprised me. What do you love so much about it?
It can be used, if you know how to play it right, it can be used in a fun way. I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Oh,
Well, while you're thinking of that, I'll give you my opinion on it. I like it. I hate looking at it. I don't like the tubes. The
Yeah.
tubes just when I see somebody like playing the playing the vocal tubes of the talk box, it grosses me out. Because you can like see the spit like coming through the tubes. It's so nasty. It's like I don't want to see anybody spit coming through a tube while they're, so yeah, that's that. Oh, like the in the song, you can hear when he's using the talk box in the back, and it's almost like a staple of Bon Jovi. They put it in a lot of their hit songs, like "It's My Life." I think has the talk box as well, and some others. But yeah, I like what it sounds like. I just don't want to picture it.
Yeah, I understand.
So anyway, the talk box. And of course, Bon Jovi. They're an American rock band formed in New Jersey in 1983. The band consists of John Bon Jovi, keyboardist David Bryan, drummer Tico Torres, guitarist John Shanks and Phil X, percussionist Everett Bradley, and bassist Hugh McDonald. The original bassist Alec John left the band in 94. Longtime guitarist and co-writer Richie Sambora left in 2013. Their genres are mentioned as hard rock, glam metal, arena rock, and pop rock. Bon Jovi has been credited with bridging the gap between heavy metal and pop with style and ease. The band has released 16 studio albums, 5 compilations, and 3 live albums, and have sold more than 130 million records worldwide, making them one of the best-selling American rock bands ever. And they have performed over 3,000 concerts in 50 countries in front of a total audience of 34 million plus people. I posed a question as a little poll on TikTok, and here's what I got. We had 2 songs tied for the top spot, and they were interesting choices. Never Say Goodbye, which is a great song as well, and Runaway. Runaway, an early Bon Jovi hit.
Oh, yeah, I know
Very
that
good song. Yeah. It's My Life, Bad Medicine, and Dead or Alive were also mentioned. And everything else, just one vote, but a lot of different songs kind of spread out. So I want to give you my top 5, and then I'll mention some of the others listed on here too. So I
Okay.
have my Bon Jovi tastes are different. I like 90s Bon Jovi. I thought it was very
Okay.
underrated before their hiatus. And I loved the album These Days, which it came out at a weird time when alternative rock was all over the radio and all the different genres were everywhere. And this is when Metallica cut their hair and had Load and Reload come out. Well, you had Bon Jovi. They cut their hair too. They released Crossroad, the greatest hits album, and then they came smack dab right back with a follow-up studio album that not a lot of people paid attention to. But it was great, and I loved it. And it's like my favorite Bon Jovi album, and it's called These Days. And I love the title track, so that's my number 5. Number 4 is a song called This Ain't a Love Song. I love that song. My number 3 is I'll Be There For You, which it's funny, that song got a lot of resurgence of airplay in the last 10 to 15 years. It's like all over the place now, where when it first came out, it did decent, but it wasn't huge. My number 2 is Livin' on a Prayer, and my favorite song is one that not a lot of people have heard. It was a single, but it was like flash in the pan. And this comes from These Days, and that song is called Something for the Pain. So that's my favorite. Here's some others that the audience mentioned. We also got Livin' on a Prayer, Blood on Blood, You Want to Make a Memory. We had 2 different versions, the original version and specifically the Desmond Child version, the live version that he wrote and performed live. Living in Sin, Bed of Roses, If I Was Your Mother, which is an awesome track from Keeping the Faith. That would definitely be in my top 10 Bon Jovi songs. Born to Be My Baby, Blaze of Glory, Have a Nice Day, These Days, This Ain't a Love Song, Let It Rock, Lay Your Hands on Me, and I'll Be There For You. Those are all Bon Jovi songs that they picked. So thank you so much for submitting your favorites, and look out for more polls on our TikTok. You can follow us at Cover Wars. All right, Seth, did you get a chance to check out the music video of?
That's the one thing I didn't do.
It's okay, because I can tell you about the music video. For me, like, I remembered it from a long time ago, from just seeing it all the time on MTV and VH1. What's weird to me about this song, it's very much a story song, but the
know
video,
the music video.
it's a live performance. It's basically,
Yeah.
it's just them in sound check having fun with the harnesses. They're just flying out onto the, where the crowd would be, swinging on the harnesses. Like, this was so long ago, too. This was 1986. This is their third album in, and they're already an arena rock band. They're already huge, playing these huge, huge shows. And it's funny because the video's in black and white, but it's like that really good effect black and white. It's almost like a blue black and white. And then at the very end, after the sound check, then you see all the live audience. Then it turns to color, and you see them swinging out in front of the audience and having a good time. So just a very basic concept, but very good too.
All I can think of is Chris Farley.
Oh no,
the harness.
Oh, the harness.
The wires.
Oh gosh.
Breathe regularly.
What was the name of that character though? The weekend.
Oh man, I can't think of his name.
I can't either. But he would always, I don't fit the mold, with the quotes, quotes guy.
I'm flying.
Well, they also put him in the harness for Lunch Ladyland too. Lest we not forget. Okay. So next up, we've got our lyrics. So, I mean, again, this is a story song. Here's what the song is about. Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi is a working class anthem about a fictional couple, Tommy and Gina. They're not real, unfortunately. As much as we like, I know, as much as we like to pretend that they're real. Tommy and Gina struggling to survive economic hardship, finding strength in their love and determination to hold on to each other as they face tough times, inspired by real life experiences of the band members and songwriter Desmond Child. It's a story of hope and resilience, reflecting the Reagan era's economic challenges, with the couple relying on their bond. We've got each other, and that's a lot, to get by, even when things seem hopeless. All right, Seth, are you ready for these lyrics? Once upon a time, not so long ago. Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. Gina works the diner all day. Working for her man, she brings home her pay for love. For love. She says, we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other. And that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Whoa, oh. Living on a prayer. Tommy's got his 6-string and hock. Now he's holding in when he used to make it talk. So tough. Oof, it's tough. Gina dreams of running away. When she cries in the night, Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday. We've got to hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. And then the bridge. Oh, we've got to hold on, ready or not. You live for the fight when that's all that you've got. And then the chorus repeats thrice. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer. So before we get into what might be possibly your favorite lyric, Seth, there's one more artist that I forgot to mention from our lovely playlist, and that is Richard Cheese. Did you appreciate Richard Cheese's take? Pure comedy gold mined from the less than 2-minute version of Richard Cheese.
You want to know what I wrote down?
Yeah, go for it.
Nice try, Richard. Not his best.
Okay, so it's true. It's not, but it was 100% comedy because
Yes.
he was not being serious. He must find this song annoying because he picked it apart. Some of the things I love that he did though. He says it doesn't make a diff if we make it or not. And then there's a part of the song where he just says "live on prayer." He goes "live on prayer," and I'm just like, oh my god. And then the bridge, he does this thing. I don't even know what he does. This thing during the bridge where he goes, "You level up for the fight to win. That's all that you've got." And then it stops. I'm like, oh my god. So for the comic relief, go listen to Richard Shee's version of "Living on a Prayer." But Seth, were there any lyrics from this that you picked up on that you liked?
Probably the first verse, and the chorus. As cheesy as the lyrics are, they're still, and they had its time and they were good for their time, I should say.
They're simple. I mean, they're simple and relatable. And it's the blue collar thing. And then the chorus is just you don't have to think too deeply about what's going on here. I do love the Gina dreams of running away when she cries in the night. Tommy whispers, "Baby, it's okay. Someday." Like that reassurance. As corny as it is, I like it. It's still good. Doesn't send a shiver down my spine. Not like what is about to be read to you, Seth. Are you ready for your surprise?
I can't wait.
So last week for the surprise, I gave you the title of the song. For this one, I'm not even going to give you the title. I'm just going to go ahead and sing it. And the title is going to be obvious. So here we go. I got to take a deep breath here. Once upon an office setting, not so long ago, I used to wear a pair of nice Crocs. But since I hurt my spine, I wear compression socks. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Someone took my insoles away. My arches hurt again. I'm in severe pain. It's rough. So rough. They say to take a load off and pop a squat. I've got acute sciatica, it hurts a lot. I've got poor posture, stand I cannot for long. And I need a shot. Whoa, make way, stay clear. Whoa, I'm sitting in a chair, relax my glutes and my buns right here. Whoa, sitting in a chair. Okay, second verse coming up. Here we go. My body feels like jelly and scotch. My knees giving in when it used to move and bend so much. Ooh, so much. My back, it feels like it's getting strained. And I cry in the night and I whimper, but it'll be okay someday. They say I need some lumbar support a lot. They say it makes a difference with the damage I got. I have hip problems, stand I cannot for long. And I need a shot. Whoa, make way, stay clear. Whoa, I'm sitting in a chair, relax my glutes and my buns right here. Whoa, sitting in a chair, sitting in a chair. And then the bridge. Oh, I've got to plop down and pop me a squat. I'll sit while I can, 'cause I really hurt a lot. I think I would have cut a syllable there because that didn't fit. But whoa, make way, stay clear. Whoa, sitting in a chair, relax my glutes and my buns right here. Whoa, sitting in a chair. And then it goes on, a couple more courses. But that is sitting in a chair. Seth, so did you appreciate
well done,
that?
sir. Well done. In my opinion, that blows away Living on a Prayer.
Oh, well, thanks. Speaking of which, I gotta ask, does any of our covers threaten to dethrone the original Bon Jovi "Livin' on a Prayer"? Do you think that Janelle Garcia, Stellar Cart, or perhaps Scary Pockets featuring Aston Tour is better than the original?
So I will say this. Bon Jovi, this OG was an anthem. This was a big deal. And I think some of those songs are great. But I actually think because of the way it's written and performed, Bon Jovi has the best version.
Okay. All right. I was really worried. You like tricked me there. No, I would agree. Bon Jovi's version is, this is their signature song. So, when you say Bon Jovi, it's the first song that comes to your mind. At least it should be. It's My Life, maybe recently, because that song got so much airplay. Stupid amounts of airplay.
Not sure what you're talking about.
See, if you don't, then it's fine. I think it's time now that we reveal what we're going to be doing next week. We haven't had any guests yet come on the show for this season, and we did say that we're going to have a lot of guests in season 2. So I think it's time we invited our first guest, and that's going to be aJaX from last season. aJaX's first show was our Reading Rainbow theme, which was the most difficult by far to stretch into 20-song playlist. And this one was not easy either. But Seth, would you like to know what we're doing next week?
Yes.
With aJaX. So aJaX, he dug into his Disney songs, and he pulled out a Disney song for us to try next week from a Goofy movie, Eye to Eye. We are going to be going through Eye to Eye and finding the top 3 covers. Yes, it's true. There are a lot of cover versions of Eye to Eye. Are you excited? What are the chances of that? That's kind of crazy. Yeah. So are you excited about that?
Yes, I had no idea. I'm speechless.
All right. It'll be fun. Seth, where can the fine folks find us if they want more Cover Wars?
So you mentioned it. We are at Cover Wars Podcast on YouTube, Cover Wars, on TikTok and Facebook. And you can email us at coverwarspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, look out for our poll question. We post it on Fridays on TikTok. And hey, if you're ever out there and you're all alone and you don't know where to go for songs covered by artists other than the original, Seth and I, we got you covered. Bye, everybody.
Bye.